it looks like we have quite a few agents in, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I would just like to extend a very warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for giving us some of your time today. We're very excited to showcase some signature experiences of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So I would just like to encourage all of our agents to drop any questions you may have in the chat, and toward the end of this webinar, we'll be covering those questions and answers. So as always, I am not alone today. From USA Developing Sustainable Tourism in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have Yusuf, who is a tourism marketing specialist, and Sumeo, who is the destination marketing project coordinator. Also from Turkish Airlines, we have Aytekin, who is our sales manager. So without further ado, Yusuf, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Tayla, for the wonderful introduction. My name is Yusuf Yamakosmanovic, and I'm the tourism marketing specialist at USA Developing Sustainable Tourism Project in Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is a 5-year project funded by the United States Agency for International Development. It's part of United States support to Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we are here to develop tourism in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it's my pleasure for today to share with you some of the signature experiences of Bosnia and Herzegovina. All right, so all of you have completed our courses on the Bosnia and Herzegovina Online Travel Agent Academy, which is hosted on the OTT platform. So most of you are already specialists for Bosnia and Herzegovina, but today we want to share with you the signature experiences of Bosnia and Herzegovina. But just for the start, let us just go over briefly some general information about Bosnia and Herzegovina. So it's located in the Balkan Peninsula, neighboring Croatia, Montenegro, and Serbia. It's a small country, just 3.5 million in population, but a very unique country. We have 3 people living in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Those are Bosniaks, Croats, and Serbs. But something that I want to point out, which keeps coming everywhere I go all around the world, it is what is Bosnia, what is Herzegovina. So most of the people confuse this being 2 countries like joined together and making 1 country. That's not the case. So Bosnia is a geographical region, Herzegovina is a geographical region. So those are 2 geographical regions, very distinct from each other. So Bosnia, it's very mountainous, it's green, it's full of castles, it used to be a kingdom, and it has a continental climate, while Herzegovina has a more Mediterranean climate, and it's much warmer there than Bosnia. So there is a mountain between the 2 regions. There is no line that you can draw, as you can see in this map, but there is a mountain that separates the 2 regions. And when you go through a tunnel through this mountain, all of a sudden the landscape changes, and usually the temperature is a couple of degrees much warmer in Herzegovina. Bosnia got its name, it's an old Indo-European word that means water, because the country is very rich in lakes and rivers. We have 262 rivers in the country. So it's almost half of Europe's fresh water supply, it's in Bosnia. So Herzegovina got its name by the most famous ruler that ruled these lands back in the Middle Ages. His name was Herceg Stjepan Kosača. So it means the land of Herzog. Herzog is a German word which means ruler, but also it has another meaning. It means also the land of wine, because vina in our language means wine. So because Herzegovina has 2 indigenous wines that you can only find in this region of the country. Before we start, I would like to show you a 1-minute video about what is Bosnia and Herzegovina. So what are the signature experiences? The signature experiences are the experiences that you can only find in one place. So a lot of countries have these. So in Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have, as a project, we identified 58 signature experiences that you can only find in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So most of them are ready for market. Some of them we are working on developing, and today we're gonna show you only 6 of these experiences. So we're gonna start with something that we call the moment that changed the world. It's a special tour that takes people to relive the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which happened in Sarajevo in 1940. This event was the trigger for the First World War. The Archduke was in Sarajevo and he was assassinated together with his wife Sophie, and this picture that you see has been taken just minutes before the assassination. So today at the assassination place, which is in the very heart of the city, you have a museum that is dedicated to Franz Ferdinand and his wife, but also you have a special tour in an exact replica of the car that they were driving in when they were assassinated, that takes you through this path that he went to. The second experience we want to tell you about is the kayaking on the river Vrbas. So this is in the city of Banja Luka, which is the second largest city in the country. It's located in the north of the country and it sits on a beautiful river Vrbas. I would describe Banja Luka as being a giant park. The city is full of green, full of parks, with the old castle dominating the city. What makes it unique is that only in Banja Luka they have these special boats that they make only in this place, which take you on the river Vrbas, both downstream and upstream. So they have these huge poles that they push on the bedrock, and it's a perfect way to experience the city. So let's watch a video about it, how it looks. The next experience we want to tell you is the Via Dinarica experience. So what is Via Dinarica? Via Dinarica is one of the newest long distance trails in the world. It stretches all the way from Slovenia down to Albania, but its biggest part and the most beautiful part is the 350-kilometer section in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Along this trail is for hiking, trekking, biking, skiing, camping, and all kind of nature-based activities. You have 3 trails, white, green, and blue, and each having its own microclimate. So along this trail, you can experience and you can visit the village of Lukomir, which is the highest inhabited and most isolated place in the entire country, or you can hike through the last primeval forest in Europe, which is in Bosnia. It's called Peručica, or you can cycle along old Austro-Hungarian narrow gauge railway track, which was converted to an epic bike trail all the way from Mostar down to Dubrovnik in Croatia. So these are all the experiences that are part of the Via Dinarica trail. So Via Dinarica Trail was named by National Geographic and the Outside magazine as one of the best it was placed among 20 best trails in the world. So let's see a video.
got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Oh, the devil in my dreams dancing in front of me, made me wanna believe. Oh, I feel your heart and soul perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like oh. She make me feel alive, make me feel alive. She make me feel alright. She makes me feel alive, make me feel alive. Till you come back home, until you come back home, until you come back home, till you come back
My favorite signature experience of Bosnia and Herzegovina is the Livno Wild Horses Safari. So Livno is a city located in Herzegovina region, and on the plateau above the city, on the Mount Kruzi, on the Kruzi plateau, you can find around 700 wild horses, Bosnian Mustangs, roaming the wild. All these horses were born in the wild, and they are ancestor of domesticated horses. But when the industrialization started, people just left these horses out in the wilderness. So over time, this herd grew, and it reaches now almost 700, and all of them are born free and wild. So today you have different experiences that you can offer to your clients when it comes to wild horses. There are picnics with the wild horses. You can ride electric bikes with the horses, or just go sightseeing with the horses. The city of Livno is also very famous for its locally produced cheese. It's the best cheese in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So all of this combined together makes a very, very unique and a great signature experience. Let's see a video. The next experience I want to show you is the zip lining over the royal city of Jajce. Jajce used to be the seat of the Bosnian kings before the Ottomans came to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia was a kingdom with a king, and his castle and the seat was located in the city of Jajce. What makes Jajce very, very special and unique, it's the only city in the world which has a waterfall in the very center of the city. So today there is a zip line that takes you over this waterfall, and it makes a very, very nice and a unique signature experience, especially for those looking to have some great Instagram photos. So let's take a look at the video about Mostar is one of the most visited cities in Bosnia and Herzegovina, thanks to its outstanding natural beauty, architecture, and of course its famous UNESCO World Heritage Site, the old town of Mostar, and the old bridge, of course. One of the key activities of life in Mostar naturally revolves around the famous bridge. The bridge, the diving occurs mainly during the summer months and involves trained professionals diving from the top of the old bridge to entertain the crowds. The distance between the top bridge and the river below, it's about 27 meters. So must only be undertaken by professionals or by tourists who have taken training class beforehand. The local dive club will guide the tourists through how to jump safely, and it includes several practice runs from a 10-meter platform before the big jump. If the height and agent haven't already put somebody off of this, another point to consider is that even though the average summer temperature in Mostar is a delightful 21 degrees Celsius, the river Neretva is one of the coldest rivers in the world. So its temperature in the upper part is 7 degrees Celsius during the summer, and it's officially the coldest river in the world. If you do complete the jump, though, you will become a member for life of the dive club of Mostari, and meaning you can come back and jump again for free. You will also receive a certificate, and your name will be added to the record books kept by the diving club, recording every single jumper since the bridge reconstruction in 2004. So every year also a Red Bull cliff diving competition is held in Mostar, where the best divers from all around the world compete, performing acrobatic jumps from the old bridge. And let me show you how that looks. This will be everything from me. If you have any questions, if you have any, if you would like any kind of support selling Bosnia and Herzegovina, feel free to contact me. This is my mobile phone number. You can WhatsApp me, or you can just contact me by email. I would be very happy to support you. Now I would like to call out my good friend Aytek in Serbest, who is the sales manager of Turkish Airlines in United Kingdom, to talk to you about the connections from UK to Bosnia and Herzegovina with Turkish Airlines, and what they can do and how can they support you in sales to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Aytekin, welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone, my name is Aytekin. I'm the sales manager of London since 2018. We are looking after the majority of the UK market, and we also have other offices in Manchester, Birmingham, Edinburgh, and also the Dublin. And we are currently operating from the 3 airports in London: Heathrow, Gatwick, and Stansted. And majority from the Heathrow, follows by the Gatwick and the Stansted. Stansted operating by our trademark brand Anadolu Jet. And let me give you the numbers from the Heathrow. We are now currently operating 5 daily flights from London Heathrow, plus 3 weekly flights from Heathrow again. We have 3 narrow bodies and 3 wide bodies operating from the London Heathrow. And also London Gatwick, we are operating to same airport, Istanbul, 2 daily flights from Gatwick. And also we have direct flights to Antalya, Dalaman, and the Bodrum, which is the west side of the Turkey. And from Stansted, we are operating 2 daily flights to Sabiha Gökçen Airport, which is in the Asia side in Turkey. And also we have direct flights from Stansted to Antalya, again daily. As we talk about the connection to Sarajevo, we have under 3 hours connection possibility from the all United Kingdom. These are the London Gatwick, Heathrow, Birmingham, and the Manchester. You can connect from London to Sarajevo within the 7 hours. You can be there in 7 hours with the 2 hours connection, which is incredible for the flight time, which is the 7 hours. You get the flight ticket from the London to Sarajevo. The first flight will be happening 11 in the morning, and you'll be there in 19, which is 7 p.m. Turkish Airlines now flying over 300 destinations around the world, and Sarajevo, one of the important location for the Turkish market. And we are happy to cooperate with any kind of interest which we would like to do in a near future. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer.
I have a question for you. Can you tell us more about Istanbul stopover? So people traveling through Istanbul to anywhere, but particularly we are interested in Sarajevo.
Project, we started to do that project before the pandemic. It was really successful. Let me check 1 second. Some documents. And if you have connection over 24 hours, if you fly with the economy, you have 1 night free hotel in Istanbul. If you fly with the business class, you have 2 nights free hotel in Istanbul. So you have time to discover all historical places in Istanbul. And 1 second, let me present some documents. So that's a stopover, and if you need more information, you can visit our stopover website on Turkish Airlines. So stopover, it's if you have connection between, if you have a layover 20 hours and over, and you have 1 night on economy or 2 nights in business class. So you have to register. All information is in our website. You can get brief explanation.
Great. If you can just copy paste in the chat later,
yes,
just the link for the agents that can see. This is great. This means you can sell Bosnia and Herzegovina, and on the way back do a stopover in Istanbul.
Yes,
yeah, it's a perfect combination. People visiting both Bosnia and Herzegovina in Istanbul, and what is great, you can get this free of charge 1 night in economy and 2 nights in business. This is great information from Turkish Airlines and for the agents. Thank you very much, Aytekin.
You're welcome.
Now I would like to ask my colleague Sumaya. Now we're gonna draw 2 lucky winners who are gonna get a fam trip with Turkish Airlines to Bosnia and Herzegovina. So Sumaya, can you please share your screen? We're gonna have a wheel with the names of all the people who graduated from the Online Travel Agent Academy and who are today with us. So Sumaya, spin the wheel, please.
So the best part of the webinar is to see who won. Our first lucky winner is Karen with Hey. We would just like to ask you to send us your email privately. And the second winner is Richard Ambler Young. I would kindly ask you guys to send us your emails so we can stay in contact for further elaboration on the pantry. While I'm still here on the screen, I would also like to share some questions that our participants had for you, Yusuf. So the first question was, what is the best time to travel to Bosnia and Herzegovina?
Best time to travel to Bosnia and Herzegovina, can you just mute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are in the same room, so I get the echo. So the best time to travel to Bosnia and Herzegovina, we have the summer season and we have the winter season. So the summer season starts from April all the way and to the end of October, but the winter season starts from November all the way to March. But it really depends what you're looking for, because if you're looking for outdoor activities that are usually done during the summer, so you will focus on May until end of October. But we also have products which are winter related, because Bosnia and Herzegovina, and many of you don't know this, is a winter destination as well. We had in 1984, we had the Winter Olympic Games in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So our capital is surrounded by 4 Olympic mountains with ski centers. And what's the advantage of Sarajevo and Bosnia and Herzegovina that nobody else has in the entire Europe is that when you land on the airport, just in half an hour drive from the airport, you are at the Olympic Ski Center. And we have 2 Olympic ski centers around Sarajevo, both of them located just half an hour from the city. So while you can stay on the mountain, in the Olympic Ski Center, in the mountain hotels, you can also stay in the city and take shuttles every day for skiing in the Olympic Center. So it really depends. So we are a year-round destination. I wouldn't call it like the best time. It really depends what you're looking for, what you are selling.
Amazing. One more question, divided into 2 questions, is what is a good location for families with children? And what's the situation when it comes to wheelchair access?
We have a law. We have a law that requires everybody, especially the new infrastructure investments, to have wheelchair accessible access for wheelchair almost everywhere. So I cannot give you a general answer, but generally, yes, we do have everywhere availability for people in wheelchairs. So for families, the best place, it's a very difficult questions. One of our biggest market actually is is families, and mostly from Middle East, let's say from United Arab Emirates. That market comes with large families, so we have a lot of products which are made purposely for as a family friendly tourism products. If it comes to just I just mentioned the mountains around Sarajevo. One of the largest complexes is a big a nice park with activities for children on top of the mountain, which you can reach by cable car from the center of Sarajevo. Just 8-minute ride with a cable car on top of the mountain, and you can be there in this beautiful park with a lot of activities for kids, let's say.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. That was an amazing webinar, from relaxation to adrenaline rushes. It was amazing. Really taken back, and what a beautiful destination. So once again, thank you for the beautiful presentations, and thank you to our agents for joining today, and congratulations to our new winners. I'm sure you'll be reached out to shortly, and I hope everyone has an amazing Tuesday further. Until the next webinar, bye everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.